Do it again.
God damn
I'll
it.
come at your face with a soldering iron.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So stop
Hi.
talking about my friends that way.
Hi, everybody. We're trying to get this show started. God damn it, Fed. Hi, everybody.
Well, you talked badly about our friends, so we had to come at you for that.
Dear goodness. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in to episode 12 of Ampistrano. As we are just being ridiculous already. Before we dive into our episode, we of course have a few announcements to go around. Let's start today, because we've never done this before. April.
Hello, I'm April. Do you like the year 1985? Because I do. You know what else I like about 1985? It's got games and stuff. And right now it's got mystery dice. And if you my internet crashed, so I don't have the website up, but if you buy X amount, you get 2 free. What's the X amount? Go to the website and find out. And when you buy them, enter gently AmpistranoDND, stupid internet. The code that's over there. Just put that code in there gently and you'll get a discount. And so go.
Amazing. They also have their Kickstarter dice are coming in. So they come in these lovely, beautiful little VHS tapes.
Mine's upside down.
You know what? It was still great. And yeah, they have some beautiful colors. So
we can't show you different colors because Jordan and I apparently got the same ones.
I've got a couple other ones.
They're just
but
that good.
Oh, okay, I just got one.
It's valid. I was
That's
like, I
money.
need dice for Ampistrano. So the blue turquoise set just kind of screamed Ampistrano to me. So I was like, okay. But go check them out. And it's an awesome way to support us. Thank you so much, April. Finn.
That's my name. And my game is telling you about talons and claws. 2 things held by the creatures that inspire us the most. Tell me you are not inspired by boards and kitties. The boards with their talons in the air and the kitties with their claws on the ground, they have come together at a weird dew point to create the fog that is the catalog of Talon and Claw gaming accessories. If you would go, please, and find them on their Etsy sites, they will have the best dice vaults, trays, DM screens, and candles for all of your table needs. Whereas the birds of the air will probably disrespect your table. The cats on the ground will probably knock things off of your table. Talon and Claw will create this odd synergy where 2 negatives become a positive, and they will bless your table with just the best wood creations. So, if you're thinking to yourself, my game table doesn't have enough good wood, visit the good friends at Talon and Claw, and they will bless you with good wood for your gaming table. Scream! Do not go quietly into that discount code D&D Jordan Lee for 10% off of your purchase.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Finn. Let's go with Fair.
I don't even know how you follow something like that up. Because it was incredible. It was baffling. I feel like after something like that, I just need a hot cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can get some tea from Friday Afternoon Tea. They have fandom-inspired blends from Sailor Moon to D&D. They have synesthesia-inspired blends because Friday does have synesthesia, and she uses it to make the most perfect cup of tea for your needs. So if you put in code D&D Jordan Lee at purchase, you can get 10% off. Again, that is Friday Afternoon Tea, D&D Jordan Lee, and the code is D&D Jordan Lee. It is in all caps. If you want to scream it, go for it. It is Halloween. Tis the season. Now, if you like tea, but you also want to get coffee, but you only want to go to one place, Found Familiar is your best bet. You can get coffee. I've heard their blends are extraordinary. I don't drink coffee, but I take other people's word for it. They have tea. I'm sure their tea is great too. This is falling apart. I'm going to end it right now. Code D&D Jordan Lee, 10% off. Enjoy.
But guys, I think we can't have a presence online if we don't weigh in on the latest and most pressing
We're
issues.
not starting that shit in here. No.
We're not? Okay, I'm gone.
Absolutely
I'm gone.
not.
Bye.
No.
Bye.
Absolutely not.
It's whatever you want it to be,
tearing
then.
this family apart. Absolutely not.
That's fine. It's good. It's good.
Absolutely
I'm so
not.
lost.
Don't worry about it.
We love bean water and we love leaf water, and that's all we're gonna say about that.
Yeah. God damn it.
Oh, so you're talking about that new Pokemon release?
Yeah.
Pokemon Bean Juice and Pokemon Leaf Water.
Yeah.
I would play that.
I would play that as well.
I would too, yeah.
It would have the best starters
I feel like
ever.
there already is a Pokemon Green Leaf, so they just need the bean one.
I mean, there's a town.
I
thought that one was about something else, though.
I just need to see the new
I'm
evolution
lost.
of like
So you
Caffeinion
know.
or something.
I am lost.
Fair, we will send you context. Don't worry.
Please don't. I'm fine.
I already said it to you.
Okay. Other quick announcements before we dive in real quick. We're also affiliated with Idol Champions. So down below, you'll be able to see a code that you can use to get an Electrum chest, which will give you some awesome gear to use in the Idol Champions game. I'm also going to point out that on Monday, October 10th, is the finale of a familiar quest with the amazing DM Latia Jaquez and Montgomery, Michelle Bradley, Gabe Hicks, Eugenio Vargas. That will be happening at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As they wrap up their amazing quest, I believe they just stole the Xanathar's goldfish. What they will do with it, I don't know. So tune in and find out. Also, fun thing, I'm going to be on the Marza Monday segment on Monday as well, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about Ampistrano and D&D and charity stream stuff. So come check it out. It's going to be a fun time. Let's see what else. Also, please consider backing our Patreon. We're actually getting really close to 10 patrons on Patreon, which is amazing. We did put out a thread earlier this week to kind of talk about where all those funds are going, and how you are actually really helping to keep this show going beyond just being here. It helps pays the cast, as well as get a bunch of other resources for us. We're also almost at 50 subscribers on YouTube, which is kind of ridiculous for me to think about. But go check that out as well. We put our new episodes up there every Thursday at 10 a.m. A couple more quick notes, and then we'll go. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. Again, pointing out that RoboGoblin is continuing to raise money to fund an all-POC journey through Radiant Citadel Analogy. 13 adventures, 13 casts, all people of color, one connected story, as Robo puts it. We would like to support our friend in this venture, so please consider helping in any way possible. I believe they almost have their 6th adventure fully funded, so it'd be incredible to see that. Robo is also this weekend working incredibly hard and has put together a Roll for Latin Heritage Month. They're raising money for Puerto Rico through the mipitria.org for this entire weekend. They have a ton of games ranging from D&D to Monster Hearts to Monster of the Week. So please go and support. You can also type in !Simon and !Sephi to help two incredible people continue their journey and help them out as well. We want to support that. That is it for me. Any other announcements? All right, I will take your silence as is. So,
You're the one who tells us what to announce. We don't know.
Yes, I have one. Jordan's awesome.
Yes, Jordan's awesome.
I second that emotion.
Love you all.
Pour her on coffee. I'm putting the coffee in there.
Oh, speaking of, because that reminded me, Pharaoh just started a show as of last night that's going to be on Rolling D's 20s every other week. What's the name of it, Fair?
And you know what? Jordan's producing, and so you should 100% give Jordan money. Yeah, Uno reverse. Back on
Damn
you.
it.
Nice try.
Had to try.
But it is called Stories of Surette, and it's every other week at 9 p.m. Eastern over on Rolling D's 20s.
It's incredible.
Are you DMing?
Hell no.
No, it is
Never.
It's DM'd by Liz, who is
yeah.
who's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I was
Fuzzy
really
Slippers
impressed last night.
05.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is it's kind of picking up a game that was on Rolling D20s before but got hiatused, and now with some new players, so come check us out.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Sorry, I'm distracted by the chat.
No, it's all good. All good. And without further ado, let's go into the Vale of Ampistrano. The party comes together back at the River's Inn as Blackstone delves into their past, where it's revealed that their true name is Roridir Tave Blackstone, and they're currently hiding in Illipin after fleeing the capital of Jorix. A memory is shown of Blackstone seeing his creator disappear through a portal. Aurea is able to peer a little bit closer, noting an ebony-skinned male with piercing green eyes and markings that looked a bit concerned. The creator mumbles a phrase that Aurea is unable to decipher. However, upon telling the group, it does spark a bit of familiarity with you, Blackstone, and that is where we're going to pick up. The language, Blackstone, is not one that currently registers with you in terms of when the phrase is said. You don't have an exact translation for it. But a word does pop into your mind. Felk. You're also able, while not knowing what the word or phrase is, you're able to get kind of a little bit of an emotion behind it as well. It's one of warning. Whether that is to being said to you at this moment, looking at this memory, your figure back in the past, or to themselves, or to something else, that part's unclear.
Would I be able to replay this phrase later?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
in
can't
your memories.
translate it, but I could repeat it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's it. That's kind of where the memory ends. Or at least where that one does. And then I look at everyone. Well, you said that I'm not prey, and so that I shouldn't, I suppose, hide from whatever this is, but I suppose more importantly, it seems like all of you, and then they look at Sam, like passed out from drinking, still want to be involved with all of this, although it could present danger to you.
I mean, going to the library presented danger to us too, and we did that, so I don't see why this is any different.
No, we didn't know how much danger, but I think you spend your life avoiding danger. I mean, what is life without a little bit of it? Life is dangerous. You risk danger whenever you step outside your house. Would you stay locked away inside?
I'm not concerned about danger for myself.
Well, I think if we decide to go, it should not be on you for the danger. Does that make sense? That makes sense.
We make our own choices.
Yes, that.
Well, based on the evidence that I have so far, if I have told you that being with me is dangerous, and you have decided that you want to stay anyway, does that make us a family now?
It definitely makes us friends. But I think it puts us on the road to family. We've only known each other for like 3 days. But I do consider you all quite interesting, and I'm curious to learn more about you. And this is kind of a mystery that I would like to see through. It's not fun not knowing things.
Granda used to say that you could hide from birds underground, but what are you going to do when the flood comes? So at some point you have to decide, well, it's not where you hide from the danger, it's who are you going to be with when it finds you. So we all know that the danger's coming for us in one direction or another, but we'd rather be with you when it happens. And we'd rather be found next to you when it comes for us as well. It's about as real as a family as I know. And as far as I'm concerned, friends are just a special type of family.
Also, so far, the person who's put us in the most danger has been Cal.
Yeah, and you are the one who saved us. If it wasn't for you, we would have all died. So as far as I'm concerned, you're one of the best bets we have. But surviving past tomorrow.
It seems that it is important to give you the slightest bit of context for my question, and everyone gets this brief memory of a moment with Corbin that I had before y'all got to the room, where you see like Corbin like making a considerable amount of strain to communicate the concept that that we're family and I cannot leave him here.
Do you see there? Corbin gets it.
Corbin is why I decided to ask.
Well, you can't leave any of us here. We're all going to go with you. It's decided.
Yeah, I will hunt you down if you try to leave by yourself.
What? There is a word for this, I believe, when people decide as a group to stay together and do things. What do they call those?
Codependency. No?
Maybe we should talk later.
Oh, okay. Partnerships.
It's a pack. We're a pack.
You know, maybe the pack should have like a classification of some kind. Perhaps this would be better left till morning, but for now,
you see
perhaps
the gem.
Festivities and beverages.
You see the gem on Cal's spellbook start blinking a little bit, and Cal, right? Okay. Drix, you have something to, and Drix materializes. Well, how are you now? Look at you, smarty pants. You know, when you put part of your brain into a book to make me talk and whatnot, I didn't think you put that much of it in there. So, let me ask you this. You all standing around, wondering how can you decipher this message that's in Rory's brain there? How you doing, Rory? Nice to see you.
Hello.
Did you forget that I can translate it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. If you would want the message from your vision translated, I do have a ritual that would let me understand any known languages. Maybe for later, but of course, sorry for the slight, Drix, that I forgot that you could help with that endeavor. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You forget what's in your book. That's why I'm here.
Ori is going to lean over to Deodora. Did he say half his brain in the book?
I think so, but it's the part of the brain that has an attitude problem. I think
you're right.
Yeah.
Just an abundance of confidence. And then Drix like snaps.
Overabundance.
Drix snaps and disappears.
Okay, so we have agreed. We are all going to stay together. And I think you're thinking of a party, like an adventuring party. Was that what it was? A group of people together on an adventure? On a
traveling
like-minded
party.
goal?
I like that.
We should think of a really cool name for our group.
Well, I suppose if we're having an
That-
adventuring party, do we want to have a party?
Should we throw a party?
Maybe we should just go to a party.
We should go to the Jester's Trick! Lament! The secret backdoor club!
Oh, the book
Oh.
party.
Yes, I know how to get in.
Right. But there's just a small question of Sam over
nice.
here.
We
Do we just leave him with a note, or do we?
He's not dead. You just shake him awake.
Well, no, I
He's
just didn't. Want,
passed out.
trying to figure out the most polite way of.
Oria goes over and goes, boop,
You just hear him snoring.
Oh my god.
boop, boop. We'll leave a note.
And then Cal flicks his wrist to summon his quill, and he grabs some parchment, starts writing out a note for Sam.
I would take a moment to put my hood back on and wrap everything up and put my mask back on, and I go downstairs.
Okay.
Cal ends up or finishes writing this little note for Sam, rolls it up, and just kind of slides it into Sam's hand, and then takes the blanket that Rory gave him earlier and just kind of tucks him in.
Okay.
Just kind of covers him up, tucks him in.
I go
Theodore,
downstairs.
what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna go downstairs and just ask the bartenders if they have things to help people recover from being drunk faster.
At this time of evening, you do see Brooke kind of walking around the bar, servicing some very drunk patrons already. She does kind of motion towards the back room where you were able to get some supplies earlier, where there are, it looks almost like pebbles, these little pebbles that are in a bowl. And kind of holding them, you see that there's water kind of swirling around in the pebbles itself, as well as a white kind of light Blackstone. I'm not going to even make you roll for it. You can tell that this is some kind of healing of sorts, maybe a lesser restoration perhaps kind of in there to kind of give the boost of not being hungover anymore. She does kind of motion over towards those. There's not many of them, but you're able to grab one or two.
I take 2 and I leave like 10 silver there.
Sure.
And go and come back to the room and go, I found these. They might help with Sam's recovery and things. Do we want to take him with us?
I think
I would, after the very long journey that he made, and then I look at Cal for a moment, I would hate to just leave him here.
I think as Blackstone comes up and says this, Deodora's giving Cal a look like, why wouldn't you pick, she's not saying this out loud, but it's just on her face, looking from Cal to Sam to the couch, and it's why wouldn't you put him on the couch?
Yeah.
He's on the floor.
It's on the floor.
She's picking Sam up as Blackstone comes back, with the blanket still tucked around him, and is putting him on the couch.
Emotional damage for Sam continues. Doesn't even get the warranty of a bed or a couch. Gets the floor.
Cal just kind of shrugs because he's Cal's the guy that sleeps on the floor most of the time anyways. So Cal's just oh, all right. Well, some people like couches too, I suppose.
Is this how dates normally go?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, I look at everyone kind of confused for a moment. Did something happen?
No, I don't think that it's normal for your date to get drunk enough to pass out.
All right. Okay. No one established whether or not this was a date. That you all have your apparent interpretations. of an outing with a friend to a festival with other friends. However,
I just look at Cal for a very long, silent minute.
I think we're all looking at Cal as he fucking stammers and flop sweats through this denial.
well, there's one thing we can agree on. We're getting late to that party, aren't we? So we better get going.
Cal, I feel like it might be advised for you to attempt to wake Sam before you leave.
All right then.
Here, and I give him one of the pills, and then you hear, Cal, didn't Sam travel most of this way to meet you here?
Cal's gonna respond telepathically as well. But, people go out of the way to see their friends and join a group for the festival, so I suppose I didn't much question his motives in coming out this way, and considering all the trouble that has befallen Sam since we first met, I guess I could find it a bit surprising that he'd be still so keen to come after me, like you're saying he would.
It would almost like if you could read body language on being wrapped up in all this stuff, it would almost like I was sad for a second. Are you also afraid that him being around you could possibly put him in danger of some kind?
They're doing that thing where they're talking in each other's head.
And I don't... It always looks like a mix of confusion and constipation.
Definitely constipation, mostly.
If we just tried to wake him up, we could leave. And
All
it would be much quicker.
all right. He says, "All right. You know what? I'll give Sam a wee nudge, and we'll see how he's
Give him
feeling
the
before."
bean.
I was going to. It's part of
You
it.
said a nudge.
Oh yeah, but like a nudge to wake him, and then you see a nudge is like just a gentle poke there, and then I was gonna offer him the wee bean here. And then we see.
I'm sorry, that was out
I
of
did the
character.
I did the same thing.
And
Just
then
a
we would.
poke. Just a poke and a bean.
Just a poke.
A little gentle poke. Just a little gentle. Just a little one.
What? Oh, do these beans have a name, or were they, created by the illustrative monk Senzu or something?
No.
So we could try that one out.
No.
But anyways, sorry. As soon as you called the healing item a bean, my brain instantly went to that.
It was a pebble. Y'all changed it into a bean. I don't even know.
I know. I just went with it. All right, but anyways, I'll just wake him.
Sorry that I went with something that's more edible than a pebble.
No, you're fine. It's what's happening after it, okay? It's a pebble-sized thing.
Edibles?
So,
No.
Cal will go back over, kind of
10
Take-
grams.
take the note back out of Sam's hand, because waking up with a note and a hi hello would be weird. And so, and he'll just like kind of very gently on Sam's shoulder, just kind of push away. Going, Sam, are you there, Sam? Try the telepathic. Try the telepathic communication. Sam, can you hear me now?
As you are trying to make this telepathic connection, you're able to connect for a hot second. And what you see, you can clearly tell it's a dream. Is Sam in a very large house. Seemingly reading in one of the libraries and having several stuffed animals around him. He's a little bit younger than he is now. A bright blue bear is sitting on the floor. But just as quickly as you're able to make that connection, you feel this barrier pop up in place and kind of push you out.
Oh, I
You can tell he is very asleep. He is
don't.
very gone for the moment.
Seems that we've tried.
Did you give him the bean?
Well, I can't really force feed someone who's sleeping, can I?
Oh
That
my
seems-
goodness!
Oh my
give
God,
it to me.
I take-
Just give me it.
Yeah.
Just give it. Just give it.
Cal
Rub the
hands
throat.
it
Rub the
over.
throat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Throw,
These are
pour
my
some water
friends
in
now,
there.
apparently.
Hold his head. I hold his head up.
It's okay.
No,
just
I just-
swallow. Just swallow. It's okay.
My
No, I
God.
just- Does it? Okay. Does this thing look like it requires chewing?
No, it's slow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes him a couple.
Whatever
minutes.
isn't chewed, the stomach acid will get. It's fine. It's gonna open up. No matter. It doesn't have a choice.
Okay. The pill eventually does go down. Takes a couple minutes. He starts waking up. He's very groggy. His hair is just completely messed now of just kind of leaning, and as the conversation you all have been having, he's been kind of nervously. I'm turning on the music.
You said it. Well, you said it took a couple minutes, right?
Yeah.
As it's happening. Cal, go make him a cup of tea.
I'm like
All
fixing
right.
his hair, like real quick. So
I am literally trying to use mending on his hair.
like he's like a child who like falls asleep while you're doing their hair,
Yeah.
and Theodore's just like before they wake up and start fidgeting again. Let me just
Yep.
fix this.
It takes a few minutes, and he starts slowly kind of just coming back to himself. Eventually his eyes do open, and he looks slightly confused at all of you hovering around him.
Wakey, wakey.
Hi.
Okay, go back out.
We're going
You ready?
back out.
Yeah. We have more party to do.
Oh.
Oh, and Cal made you some tea. And I move
Oh, I
aside
did,
so
though.
Cal can sweep in.
Oh, thanks.
There you are, Sam. You seem to have a, you went a little hard there. So
Oh.
we wanted to make sure you were all right.
You know, it's this last night of like really hardcore partying because school starts. So,
Which is why we felt we should wake you so we can go out and do some more.
that sounds great. Because as soon as he said school starts, he turned immediately white again. Just,
Are you gonna
um,
are you gonna puke?
no. The healing thing that y'all gave me, I'm good. I'm not gonna throw up.
You-
it's-
Look like a ghost.
Yeah. It's just a lot to process, I don't want to bring down the mood, but Blackstone told me y'all were at the library and what had happened. So it's just a bit complicated, and I'm confused. And he like can't look at Cal. But I will say, who's like directly like right next to Sam?
I feel like Deodora, or not Deodora, I'm Deodora. Oria and I were basically in his
Okay,
face.
cool.
Yeah, we were in his face.
Like,
I did move
I
to the
was-
side so Cal could come in. So I think it's like
Yeah.
Cal's flanked by Theodora
Sure.
and Oria,
I
and
was, like,
Blackstone's
Cal is-
behind him, still
I was
trying to
doing his
mend
hair.
him.
And
Yeah.
Cal's now like shooting daggers with his eyes at Blackstone for like the whole. Told me everything that happened in the library. Is like, oh gods. What'd you say?
So you hear under Sam's breath, Theodora and Oria, him say, "I gotta be strong." Okay, I'm not really good with this kind of thing. Cal, why didn't you just give me the books back? Like we had talked about?
Wait,
Well,
We
What?
could have given Sam the books.
well, of course we could have, but like, we were taking books from the restricted section. I didn't
Right.
want.
I
I didn't want you to be further connected when later on something was amiss.
Well, And he just like immediately shuts off of just like, okay.
Nope. I will move to like block Cal, even though Cal is taller than me. I will move to block Sam's like direct line of sight to Cal and be like, no, never mind. You can say what it is that's on your mind.
Well, I had, and he like starts digging around. He gets out of the little burrito that he was wrapped in on the floor, from Cal. When I first met Cal, I got this letter, and he starts to pull out this parchment that is super weathered, and it gives me special permission to ow. And he quickly drops it as you see the parchment is just flaming until it disappears into nothing.
What does
What was
that
that?
mean?
Okay. Well, that's to be expected.
What was that?
That gave me permission to go into the restricted section.
Aurea just turns and looks at Cal.
I think it's like
Hey,
immediate. We both turn.
it's okay. He quickly like tries to get in front of. It's okay. Listen, it's Blackstone helped me calm down a little bit. I've had a little time to calm down. It's okay. You know?
Okay.
I just met Cal. I can understand, all that. I'm not trying to cause problems here.
Let me make one thing clear to you, Sam.
Okay.
You are not the one causing problems.
Could I propose a new rule for our new found friendship family? No more lies. We tell the truth.
So,
How about that?
just to make sure that we are all on the same page. Sam, you had permission to go into the restricted section, and you told Cal to give you the books to return when he was done with them.
Yeah,
And instead, he tried to sneak the books back in, thus causing all the problems that we dealt with earlier today. I have that right.
Well, you said not to lie. I had also put them in my name.
Oh.
So they're under your name as well.
Yeah.
So all
But
of this that happened and those books are now. Is that why that scroll burned? Are you in trouble?
I'm in a little bit of trouble, probably. But you know what? I've got some ideas of how to take care of it, and that's why I told Blackstone that I'm gonna take care of it, and it's gonna be okay. But I can understand a little bit of Cal's reasoning. I mean, I barely know him more than the rest of you do. It's a big ask, and I would have probably done the same. So, like, I understand.
Shh. No.
Okay.
He doesn't. So, here's the thing. He doesn't know you that well. And if that was the case, and that's how he felt, he should not have let you put those books in your name. Correct?
I don't think he knew about that part.
He didn't.
I
Point of fact,
I did that
did not.
quietly.
Aurea is going to turn to Cal and just like kind of elbow him as she turns. This is when you apologize.
Sam, I am so sorry, Sam.
It's okay.
I did not know the extent of your permission to be in the restricted section and thought we were going outside the bounds and the purposes of it. And I did not know you had checked out the books in your name. I'm so sorry, Sam. I'm so sorry. I should have come to you first. Before just taking matters into my own hands. And
It's okay. It's a lesson that, hey, sometimes just communicating is good. And that's the easier of the routes sometimes. Because then we get to the root of the problem and then it doesn't flower into a flaming mess of destruction. So
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't flames, it was metal bars.
not
very
much better,
painful.
Blackstone. Not much
no,
better.
that's not better.
Is there anything we could do to possibly
No,
help?
don't do anything else.
I swear I will do nothing.
Okay.
Drinks are on us for you tonight.
Or on Cal tonight.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Right.
Also,
All drinks are on Cal tonight.
possibly also on me. I am afraid that we haven't talked about that. Never mind.
No, we just
Why
disagreed on
Weaver?
honesty. We've just agreed on.
Yeah.
I know I was the only one who said it, but we just agreed on honesty.
Oh, that
I
reminds
expect
me.
honesty, to be honest.
I did decide to have a look through my databases, and it turns out that deception is not one of my proficiencies.
Okay, well then tell us about the thing that you didn't tell us about.
Oh, well, no, we were at the library to return some books, but we were also there to acquire an item, and
La 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 la. Sam quickly just covers his ear. I don't want to know anymore.
Oh,
You can have this
that.
discussion. Because listen, okay. I'm
Sam,
gonna have
would you prefer not to know things and just go to a party instead?
This is what I'll say. We'll have this discussion because I think it's good because pity whether you don't want to mess with. So it sounds like that all of you are on her shit list. I am as well for the moment.
I don't understand why I would be on her shit list. I don't even know her.
Well, it's the fact that all of you were in the library and there with
Trying to help.
Sure, but it's gonna come out knowing what I've been working with Pithyweather almost the whole summer as her assistant from afar. She's very particular about stuff. She's been in this city a really long time.
You know, part of all of this that happened is her fault. So she should take responsibility too.
Sure.
Because that thing that you don't want to know about has to do with her.
Valid.
And
The
her
only
own
reason I'm
issues.
saying, and it's actually for your safety, because she can read me pretty well. I have the thing that the two of them, and he points at Blackstone and Cal, their heads. Yeah, she does that too, and the barriers that I usually set in place usually break down because she's just that strong. So
Does she?
it's more so for your safety that I don't want to know.
Does she
So
do it
she-
without your permission?
Yeah.
She pries. Just,
Without your permission?
I mean, kinda.
That's not
I think
okay. That's
are there no ethics at this school?
Well, I mean, she is the ethics.
But
Clearly
that's-
not.
Oh, right.
That's imposing someone's will against someone else's. That's
Okay,
not
then.
fair.
Yeah, well, I've actually been going back and forth about if I wanted to stay at Lyros or if I wanted to go to Astera, because Astera seemed pretty cool, but...
Astera would come with my highest recommendations. The people there are very kind.
They were very
and
nice.
as far as I know, they don't just pry into your mind without your permission just to glean whatever information they
She
want.
says it's
And
for
also don't
safety.
have... How is it for safety?
I don't know.
I'll point out that the animated monstrosity in the library was for safety as well, and that could cause equal harm.
And couldn't be stopped without Pithyweather.
Sam,
Yeah.
I am truly sorry, and of course, your guilt is only by association in this situation. So I would fully understand if you wanted to distance yourself from us and from me particularly.
No.
However, I would say that if we could help you in any way, and if you decide that you're not entirely happy with the outcome that Pittyweather comes up with for you, we would be here for you.
No, I don't want
It
to.
is
distance.
absolutely.
I'm trying to also just weigh everything. I'm at the school because my parents want me to go there.
All right.
But
yeah.
no, it's more so for your safety. I can. I might be small, but I can defend myself pretty well.
I believe that for some reason.
Thanks.
But if for any reason you do want to leave and they make it difficult, we will have your back.
Sure. I don't think
Also-
it'll get difficult. It's just, complicated just because, I mean, you saw the ceremony. Pity weather is tight with a lot of, or close knit rather, with a lot of, you know, higher ups in the space. So it just makes everything a bit more complicated. If you kind of piss off pity weather, you have a chance of pissing off everybody.
You know,
Sam, would it help you if, you know what? Sam,
What?
would you like to? I have an errand to run, and I will probably need to go and see the headmistress of Astera tomorrow. Would you be so kind as to accompany me?
It depends on the time because I have classes tomorrow, but why don't you have your meeting and then
what time tomorrow?
I have one at about 9 o'clock, and then I have one at noon, and then I have one at 4.
So, I was going to go and see her first thing in the morning, but I don't think a brief introduction between the two of you would hurt, and then you can continue communication at your leisure.
Okay, that would be good. Sure. But no, I'm not trying to spoil the fun. I'm just saying that, again, I don't know how long you've been talking to her, Cal. Her and my father go back a few years, so I've known her for a while. I know how she is. She's great at what she does, but she does get a little bit weary, and that's why she has these safety precautions in place. And she's not one you want to kind of mess with. So it's more so just safety, and that's why, like, I grew up in a home that did not want me to know a lot of stuff, so that's why I probably seem a little bit more naive than a lot of things. But I'm a quick study, and I do know things. It's not that I don't want to know what you all are up to. It's purely for your safety, because I can't trust that I will be able to keep her away from it.
Well, that's fair, because given me, it's probably better that in general most people know less, and that includes you, unfortunately.
Well, I want to be an adventurer, so it kind of comes with the territory, I feel like.
well, I think the best thing that we can do tonight is go enjoy ourselves.
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds good.
There's a lot of bad things that have happened, and we deserve one night off to enjoy ourselves and go check out this weird, sketchy bar behind the bar.
It's not sketchy. It's really cool.
Have you been there?
Yeah. I was there yesterday. That's really fun.
If Sam likes it, it should be fun.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I'm sorry if I caused any trouble.
Oh, no
caused
apologies
no
necessary
trouble.
from you.
Okay.
Shoots a look at Cal again.
Oh, Sam, perhaps on the way to the party, if you would like, we can stop by to get a familiar for you.
I have one.
You have a familiar?
Mm-hmm. And
Did he not mention?
At this point gets up, and you see him kind of pull this ring out of his pocket. I keep her here just because, like, I want to keep her with me, but I want her to be comfortable. And so he kind of just, and you see this spark of red magic happening as this looks like a large kind of cotton ball pops out onto the table. All of a sudden you see a large ear pop out to the left, to the right, and then a horn coming up through the middle, as this little jackalope is just sitting on the table and starts hopping around.
Oh, so cute.
Isn't she so cute?
I summon Sparky.
I saw
All the familiars.
familiar party. But yeah, this is Samara. She's really cute. I call her Simi because she's just so cute. And he immediately starts hopping all around him. You also see Deodora. You would pick up on this immediately. Occasionally, Simi jumps and disappears in a puff of smoke and appears elsewhere.
I think Sparky does the same, and they start chasing each other. Just
Poofing around the room.
poofing around the room.
Yeah, she's really cool. I really like her. But yeah, I keep her with me just because she helps me with messages and she helps me move stuff around. She's really, really cool. So yeah. Here, Simi. And then Simi kind of hops over and then rolls up into a little ball and then poofs back into the ring.
Love that.
She's always with me.
We need to get some of those rings.
I mean, I can enchant something if you mean.
You can.
Mm-hmm. I tinker with stuff when I'm nervous. So.
We need to get rings.
Mind?
Yeah, I could do a ring, or if you want like earrings or something else, like I do that. I do that a lot, just because I've had a lot of time to just tinker.
Camera, please.
Theodora is just phasing in and out of.
And Loki doing the same thing. As Sam is saying this, and as Oria's like talking to him about it, I the bracelet on Oria's wrist. She never gave back to me.
My bracelet now.
I give Sam the scroll case that Cal gave to me with the unseen servant spell in it.
Amazing. Thanks.
Can you enchant this case?
Yeah, I can't do it right now. We should probably keep it here, but just because I don't want to get it smashed. But since I'm meeting with you tomorrow, I could take it from you then and work on it in between classes.
Okay. And then I just kind of like tuck it away.
Okay.
Oria pulls out, I had to look at my character because I couldn't remember if I had this on her, a necklace that's a long medallion necklace. Could you do it with this? And then seeing Theodora eye the bracelet. Oh, I think this belongs to you, doesn't it?
Yes.
And goes to take it off and like.
I didn't want to just take it back.
Thank you for putting it on. It meant a lot.
No
Here.
problem.
Sam's just curiously looking in between the two.
Oria kind of blushes a little bit.
I think Theodora's also blushing. And then she'll like hand the bracelet to Sam.
Yeah, I can work on this.
Please be careful with that. It has stuff, hair from my family weaved in it.
I'll be very careful.
Thank you.
Actually, why don't you give this to Blackstone to give to me tomorrow, since we're going to a bar? I don't want it to get destroyed tonight. Or destroyed in general.
Okay.
Destroyed in general, but destroyed.
I'll take one of my wraps that I have variously off my body and like wrap up the bracelet and my necklace together in like nice little bundle so they're safe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Right.
You think I'll need my weapons?
It's pretty safe.
Even in the back room?
Yeah.
I also feel like this would be a situation where if violence were to occur, using your bare hands would probably be more satisfying, statistically speaking.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah,
There is some entertainment there that actually your fists would be better than using... I can't talk about it. Anyways, but...
Oria just looks so excited.
It's
She's
rule
like
1 and
hopping.
2. Rule 1 and 2 is don't talk
It's
about
just part of it, you know? So, yeah. But we should go now because it's gonna probably get really busy as the evening goes and people start to migrate away from, like, the festival stuff.
Well,
Right.
the good news is one of my particular functions is being able to navigate through areas of town with the least amount of foot traffic.
That's definitely useful. Okay. Let's do it. And we'll head out the door.
We go.
He's side-eyeing Cal.
No, like, I wait for everyone to leave. I also try to, like, low-key heard things in such a way that Cal and Sam leave the room at around the same time,
Sure.
if not together.
You all head down the stairs. The bars are getting pretty rowdy. Almost all the tables are full. There's like maybe one or two that are actually still available. Brooke and Sunny are just blurs as they are moving around as quickly as possible. They don't even notice until the door is shutting. Have fun! As you all are kind of just bamfing out.
Thanks, Mom.
Blackstone, why don't you roll for me perception to see, perception or investigation, I'll let you choose, to see how well you can decipher which of the routes to take.
Okay.
Can I help? Can I give you advantage from the air? I'm hovering a little bit above everyone, so.
Okay. So, like, depending, do I give you the active or the passive?
If your passive's higher, then you'll give me your passive.
And you said this is for investigation? Or sorry, perception.
Perception or investigation, whichever is you think would fit better.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. You know immediately not to take the main road that had you leading back to Lyros. You actually see that there's a kind of like a back road behind the stable on the opposite side of the I almost said hotel, the inn, behind the inn, that's usually used for like bringing in the cattle, bringing in horses and carriages and stuff like that. You know to take that road, and there is a straight shot back. Doesn't take you directly to Lyros, it takes you to that outward barrier. But the bar, the Jester's Lament, is just down the street from it. It does take you about 20-25 minutes, just because people are moving around still. It's less crowded on the route you're taking, but it's still like you're still dealing with a little bit of traffic. That, and like every so often Sam is stopping to like point out like, oh hey, that's where you like want to get like your scrolls and like your magic potions and stuff like that. They won't scam you on like prices and stuff. So it's like giving you a little bit of an informative tour. Blackstone, you're already somewhat familiar with a lot of this stuff already. But eventually you pull forward onto the cobblestoned path. To the left is the now somewhat menacing structure of Lyros, but to the right are a bunch of shops. You see that there is a small sign where actually, Blackstone, it was the bar that the Crown's guards were chilling at just down the street. There is a sign that is showing as the Jester's Lament. As you get closer, it is a 3-story building made of stone, and there's like tables and stuff just outside of the bar, but inside the bar you see there's just nothing but bookshelves. It looks almost like a coffee shop, but people are somewhat rowdy and stuff like that. As you all enter, things are a little bit quieter in the building itself. You see a couple people milling around. A few people are actually sitting at the tables and studying and having some tea or coffee. Seems a little bit misguided from what you've heard. Do you all continue towards the back where wow, I forgot his name for a moment. Daniel recommended to head back.
What's Sam doing? I feel like Sam's gonna lead the way in here because Sam's been here, right?
Yeah, Sam is having one of those moments of high ADHD and kind of just walking around, and randomly starts like perusing a book for a moment before like getting back together, and then leading you all towards the back of the bar itself. There's a large bookshelf that goes from the floor up to the ceiling, about 7 or 8 feet above. And you see Sam pulls this ladder aside to get up and goes to the very top and pulls the third book down. The bookshelf shutters and parts, leading you all to a massive room. And that's where we're going to take our break for today. We will be back in about 10 minutes. I know it's a little early, but I figured this was a good stopping point. Plus, it'll give me some time to get everything set up. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Go get some water and all that jazz, and see you soon.
Easy to.
I'm bored.
We can go scream at the cat for another hour.
Nah, I'm tired of screaming at the cat.
Shut up with that! Be bored no more with 1985 games. Enjoy their vast variety of products and help bring your tabletop to a whole new level. With easy-to-use dungeon sticky notes. The deck of stories holds prompts and adventure hooks for any setting, and thousands of cutout game pieces with their dungeon craft.
You've come all this way for nothing, fool! The princess is mine! You'll never get away with this, Malachor!
Write everything down in your Hero Notes journal and start your adventure today! Visit the World Wide Web address 1985games.com and find many helpful products such as their Dungeon Craft series, battle maps, deck of stories, miniatures, dungeon notes, and now VHS dice. Again, that's 1985games.com.
Thoughts?
Titties.
Yes.
Yours was
so quiet.
Yours was so late.
I know, cause my mic was muted.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're able to go get some popcorn or something to eat, something to drink, and hope you are relaxing as we are about to dive further into the Jester's Lament. To catch everybody up, there was a little bit of a reflection happening back at the Rivers Inn, as Sam let the group know of some information regarding Pithy Weather, as well as, just let things know about what was going on with Cal, and that, hey, communication with people is a really great thing you should do. God damn it, Finn. So that is what has happened so far. Sam then led the group back towards the Jester's Lament, back through a secret passageway into the more interesting part of the bar. And that is where we pick up. So, as everything comes into place, you all enter this massive room. There are candles lit up to kind of show everything happening in place. In the very center of the room is what would appear to be some sort of fighting pit. There's an indentation, slope rather, that kind of goes down with sand marking different point areas. You see there's a 10-point circle, a 15, a 20, and a 30. That is taking up a large portion of the center of this bar. There are a series of stands and tables all around it as well. The bar itself is massive. It takes up one whole side of the room. It's on the opposite side, right near where the pit is itself. You can see there's a little announcing spot for whoever is maybe giving information, esports calls during the possible fights as this is happening. But the bar itself expands up this 20-foot wall. It has 2 levels. The base level has, you can see there's a bunch of food. You immediately smell some fantastic, cooked pork. There's some chicken, soups, tons of stuff that you can grab. And then you see that there's a small spiral staircase that leads up to the second portion of the bar, which has this landing that also gives access if you wanted to watch the fights happening from a higher level. Up there is where all the drinks are. You can see that there are a number of large fish bowls. You can also see some of these drinks are coming in goblets that look almost like books. So they kind of shut and it covers it completely. And then when they want to drink it, they open it up and a straw or bookmark appears for them to drink. There are a ton of people in this area right now, ranging from all different kinds of backgrounds. You can tell some of them are students, some are graduate students. You can even tell there's 1 or 2 professors in here that are just not giving a fuck and just kind of hanging around. There's no Crown's Guard in sight as you all are entering. At this moment, no one else is taking you all in as they are focused on the 2 individuals that are in the pit. You see that there is a what appears to be a small gnome, probably about 2 or 3 feet, is currently in kind of a sparring stance with what would appear to be your heart. It's kind of difficult to tell. Looks to be some kind of Earth Genasi, half Earth Genasi, half Elven individual, as they are taking not necessarily turns, but taking opportunities to battle it out. It seems they are trying to knock each other back. As you see, either magic is coming into play or they're coming fisticuffs as this is happening. So there's a lot of noise, lots of cheering, lots of drinks kind of being sloshed everywhere. And Sam just kind of turns back towards all of you and goes, "Welcome to the Jester's Lament."
The moment Sam turns to us, Aurea jets past and is towards the pit. Punch him in the throat!
Oh, okay.
And is just screaming into the pit and just
wait.
into it.
Aurea, I'm sorry. Were those instructions?
Oh, no, you don't. But unless, no, would you see? Have you never been to a fight before? Baxter, come with me! And she puts her arm.
I was nearly in one when I first met you. We've been in several. They were very concerning.
Yes, this is fights for fun, for sport. So what you could do is you fight other people in a non-deadly way, and you test your prowess against others. And see, that's what they're doing right now. It's usually for money or gold, or I mean that's the same thing, gems, or for like pride. But this is for fun fighting, not murder fighting. I think sometimes it could turn into murder, and then she turns, punch him again.
It never turns into murder. You just hear saying.
One of the best parts of going is you could scream at them and cheer them on.
You could also take bets and stuff like that. Sam
Yes,
at this
you could
point has
also
come
gamble.
up to you all.
So you cheer on people. You cheer people on by screaming at them, but how would they be able to hear you over all of the other people screaming?
It's just part of the excitement. It helps build up the excitement. The more people screaming, the more people cheering, the more excited everything is.
You also know, so Blackstone, hang on. You also know too, like you know Deodora's voice, you know Oria's voice, you know Cal's voice. So I would think you'd be able to possibly be able to tone in on that and be able to tell when they're cheering for you or when they're rooting for the other side.
Well, yes, if you knew people in the audience.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know some of the people here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're in a fighting pit, sometimes it just becomes white noise and it helps you focus.
It's true.
And I think that's when it dawns on Oria, and she like hovers down, like crouches down. Can we enter?
Yeah, they've got signups. They also have, if you don't want to do like fighting, they also have like battles of the mind and stuff like that. So like,
Oria didn't even make it to that part of the sentence.
Bye. It's just booking it. He pointed off towards behind the fighting pit to where the bar is at, where that little kind of announcer's podium is at. There you do see that there is a sorry, my brain just gave up for a moment. You do see that there is a orc woman that's kind of sitting back there, arms kind of crossed. She's got kind of teal hair that goes down on one side, no sleeves, and is wearing just black and red, has scars. You can see she's been in several fights and stuff like that. And there's a table in front of her. There seems to be some kind of stick as well that possibly they're using for thaumaturgy to make their voice go out throughout the entire area. As you approach, there is a line. There are several individuals that are in front of you. Some are, interestingly enough, or you will pick up on this immediately, some are pairing up and some are signing up individually. So you do see that there is the ability, if you wanted to sign up with someone else, you certainly could.
Because Oria's now in line, she's doing that like little like the shuffle dance in line, and like she keeps turning and looking at her friends, and like turning back in the line, like turning and looking at her friends, like, oh, do I get Deodora? Do we fight in a team? Do I fight by myself? And she's just doing that right now while the rest of you guys figure out what you're doing.
Deodora, it looks like this is a situation in which people can choose to fight alone or in pairs.
How could you tell?
Well, in the line here, there are a couple of people who are by themselves, but then there are a couple of people who are sitting next to each other, and they seem to be connected somehow. Also, Oria keeps looking at the people in line and then looking back here too, and that's all I've been able to deduce. Perhaps you can fight with friends. Not against your friends, but as a unit with your friends. And
yeah, I honestly wouldn't want to fight Oria.
Right.
But you can help Oria fight other people.
Yep. I turn to Cal and say, can you get us some drinks? And then I walk away.
Oh yeah, about that, yeah. Sure.
Don't worry about it. I can help with this.
Thank you, Rory. And so, I guess Cal, I'll at least go ahead and put in the orders if that helps at all. So Cal wanders off to the
you go
bar.
first floor or second floor of the bar?
Is Are there no drinks being served down
There's
here?
drinks on the top. Food on the
Okay, well
bottom.
then Cal will
Hey,
venture back up top to go get drinks for everyone.
hey, Jordan. Instead of following Cal,
Yeah.
can I take this 22 sleight of hand and just put 5 gold in his pocket?
Sure. I won't make. I think Cal's too preoccupied in this moment. I'm not even gonna like.
Right. You rolled
We're gonna say
far,
that's an auto
far
fail
over what
from
you
Cal
needed.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yep. You are able to go upstairs, back up. You kind of wander down, and we're like, oh wait, it's upstairs. And wander back up. And you see that the bar itself is spread along the entire wall itself. There are
nice.
about 5 or 6 bartenders that are kind of moving about, handling their sections. So you can see that the section closest to you is currently being handled by it appears to be a Air Genasi man who's just kind of literally lazily kind of gesturing his hand up to get one of the bottles that's up way higher to bring it down, and is currently working on one of those book drinks that I mentioned. As you see, there's purples and pinks that are kind of swirling around into the book itself before he kind of closes it and hands it to it's very large compared to this halfling. It's a little bit too big for the halfling, but he kind of toddles away with it as you're able to approach.
Pardon, it would appear that friends of mine are going to be doing a bit of pugilism downstairs for sport.
What?
Oh, they're fighting.
Okay,
they're going to be...
Just say that they're fighting.
Right, okay. See, one of my other friends had a hard time thinking about fighting when you're not actually angry with each other, so I figured I'd name a sport. Hi, we would like whatever drink goes well with a fight, and 5 of them preferably.
Okay, are
if
you the
don't
one
mind.
fighting, or are you the one that's watching?
Oh no, I'll. So 3 of us will be watching, and 2 of them will be fighting. So probably something small, like maybe a few shots for the fighters, just to take right before they go in, and then 3 beverages for us to sip on while we cheer our friends on. Then.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be in total. Well, actually, let me ask this: what price point range? What are you looking at?
Oh well,
I've
I've got.
can be a bit pricey, especially the more specialized.
Oh, I hope to start a tab here, but let me see what I've got. And he starts looking to see if there's anything, and he goes, "Oh well, I've got 5 gold. Apparently, did I?
Okay,
I've got 5 gold. Apparently,
that will be able to cover one of the drinks for the fighters. It's a bit pricey here, just because it's more of a hidden place. Not too many.
Could we then open a tab for the group then?
Why
Or
don't
is
you
that
roll persuasion?
or is that the thing that you do
As
there?
This Air Genasi is just kind of giving you the
5
once
gold for
over.
drinks. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Little bird just pops up and says on your shoulder. No, little cat shows up. Don't spend 5 gold on a drink.
Oh no.
Persuasion is not something that I think I have. No, I don't have anything on persuasion, so it's just a 14.
Okay. He kind of runs his hands through his hair. You see that it's constantly the silver and light pinks and tones are shifting constantly. Okay. This is your first time here. How about this? Why don't you leave your staff back here so I know you're good for it and you'll be coming back to pay for the rest later.
Oh,
you have to forgive. It's just because I've never seen you before.
Oh, of course.
We've had several people walk out on their drinks, so this is just an insurance policy. I promise. And he gestures behind him to where one of these shelves moves. You see that there are several of these already currently stacked in there. I promise it'll be safe. It won't be touched. Once your tab is paid, you'll get it back.
Oh, all right then. So So I just leave it with you for safekeeping.
It'll go back there. No one will touch it. We've got a lot of enchantments in place, so it'll be safe and sound. And then as soon as your tab is paid, then we'll give it back to you.
Well, that seems fair. That seems on the up and up. So he just kind of hands his staff off, but keeps an eye on where he sees.
He'll very gently. You see him very. Kind of the opposite of the moving company people, just kind of very gently puts it in, and you see these kind of tendrils kind of lightly wrap around it, holding it in place as a sheet or force of magic kind of wraps around it.
All right, okay, well, we'll be able to clear it off at the end of the night then.
Yeah.
That'd be
Okay.
2 of your drinks that you'd take before a fight, maybe a couple of shots for the fighters, and then something to sip on while we encourage our friends then.
Okay. I'll and just give me a moment, and he'll kind of disappear behind the bar as he's kind of digging around underneath, as well as kind of grabbing from up above. He grabs 2 shots for the fighters. They come in these, it looks almost like miniature braziers. That have a kind of purple flame that is around it as he's doing his thing before he hands it to you. That's called the Endeavor's Blaze. April and Fair, if you choose to drink it, this will give you a +1 to your attack rolls for the next hour. So
Fuck yeah.
this will give you a +1.
Do they stack? I have some gold.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I will buy 5 right now.
Right.
Line them up.
They do not stack.
But watch like after 2, they drop your decks or something.
Oh no! Don't say that to the monk.
For the individuals that are going to be sitting and watching, he instead pulls one of. He can tell you're a bookish type cow, so he gets you one of those little books that everybody is kind of opening up and closing to keep it lidded. But he gives you a nice, really strong mead, but it's just, it kind of reminds you of home. It's got little kind of scents and notes of the north. You can almost taste like the snow falling and stuff like that. He gets for the other 2, he gets kind of the same book cover drinks as well. They're different colors. One is a purple and the other is a pink, and he'll hand them to you.
Right. So he'll grab the book. He'll grab up the 3 book type drinks. He'll stack them kind of like you would stack library books.
Oh yeah, they stack.
All right. So he holds them up like that, but then you see him kind of like hesitate for a moment, and then Lauf Beog, and you see like his mage hand kind of swoop out of nowhere and do like the thing that you do when you're carrying shots for your friends, where he's holding the 2 shots between the fingers of his mage hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so then he, well, thank you kindly. And just to be sure, what would the tab currently be sitting at?
So we're looking at 20 gold.
Right. Okay. All right. 20 gold it is. All right. So thank you so much, and we'll see you before the end of the night. And that's when he'll take off down the stairs, holding the books and the floating mage hand coming down with the shots.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely do that. Yes, Blackstone.
I'm not aware of any of this in character because I was not at the counter.
The rest of you see Cal coming back. At this point, Aurea, you were almost at the front of the line. It's moving slowly, but it's moving. You can still see the crowd is watching as the gnome and Earth Genasi are still kind of fighting it out. The gnome is clearly getting very tired. is running out of steam. It's looking like this is going to be ending pretty soon. But you are almost at the front of the line when Cal comes back with these books and kind of brazier drinks.
Is that when Deodora also get there? I'm assuming. Oh, you could fight by yourself or with a friend. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I thought it could be fun. I think that's why Sam said don't bring weapons. But would you like to fight with me? For fun?
Yes, that's why I came over.
And she like hugs Theodora and like with her arm around her, like, okay, we're gonna win. And she like looks at everyone else. Look at everyone else in here.
Oh, absolutely. There's no
Okay.
doubt.
Yes, I'm
And
so
for-
excited.
In case it helps, I brought a bit of liquid encouragement, and
Yeah.
the mage hand floats over between Aurea and Theodora. The barkeep said that these rather pricey drinks would definitely invigorate a fighter, give you an extra edge in combat.
Well, thank you. And Ori just like slams it back.
Theodora does the same.
It immediately notes of cinnamon and spice hit the both of you. It also feels like you had like 3 shots of coffee.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But much louder pitch. I just didn't want to blow out the mic.
That's valid. You are feeling very invigorated and ready to take on the next challenge, whatever it may be.
Cal, I ran away really quick, but I think Sam said there were smart fights.
Oh, I heard something about that, but
I
I didn't know exactly what he meant by battles of the mind, if he was talking about telekinetic dueling or things of that nature. I've seen that done before.
That could be something fun for you in Blackstone.
Yes.
Oh, hello! Sam said something about, do you want to fight too? Like physical? But Sam also said there was something about smart people fights, but I ran away. I
Is
heard
Sam
a
like
bunch of things.
next to us? Like Cal looks
Sam!
around because he's got
Sam is
the drinks.
nowhere near any of you.
Oh,
Well,
well, I was
Um,
looking for
this
Sam because
is-
I brought him a drink as well.
this is a place this is a place that is filled with people with whom Sam might be familiar. So, part of your adventure for the evening might be to go and find him.
Why don't
And I'm looking at Cal when I say that.
each of
Oh,
you
of
roll
course.
perception real quick?
Will do. Ooh,
Oops, I need to not roll the serious dice.
15 total.
15. Okay.
that be the 18 on Cal.
18.
My roll was a 10. My passive is a 19.
Okay, we'll go with your
Sorry,
passive,
am I
Blackstone.
supposed to roll too?
If you wanted to, yeah.
What is it?
Perception.
Nat 20.
Okay. You
Plus
being
25.
because while this space is a lot bigger than a lot of the places you've been recently, you're still acutely aware of like where all the exits are and stuff like that. You kind of are looking around, taking note that Sam is not with you. You catch his scent and can hear his voice though. It's from above you. And as you look up, you can see where the second bar, there's this large wooden, not pylon, but a beam that is extending across the center of it. And Sam is currently walking it, and is clearly in line as you see that there are actually 2 magic users that are up there under, over top a net that is suspended in this space, and they are firing off these spells at each other and having this kind of battle. It's very separate from the physical fighting that's happening down here. You can see he is in line, ready to fight. So
I think that's what he meant, and I just point up.
Oh, is that what it is?
You should go fight with
Standing
them.
in line.
I should go see. I should go check on Sam. And so, keeping like his drink on the bottom of the stack, Cal will kind of hold both of his hands out with like the pink book drink in one hand, and like the purple book drink is on top of his, to like let Blackstone take his pick on which beverage he would prefer.
Well, it seems that if you're going to be meeting Sam upstairs, you might want to save one for him.
Oh, of course there. You see, I've got my own down here, and then we have a pink one and a purple one, which I'm not quite sure the difference between them, but wanted to give you a pick between the pink and the purple, and then I would take the other to Sam.
I'll take the purple one then.
All right, very well. So he hands that off, and then takes his mead his mead reed and his
Disadvantage.
The pink book drink,
Damn it.
and tries to find like the staircase that might lead to this queue.
Oh,
that's
it's right
upstairs.
in this, like where you were on the second story to get your drinks.
Oh, got it.
Literally, it's directly above you. So instead of that podium, there's this large kind of beam that's extending
Got it.
forward.
All right, well then off Cal
right.
goes to meet up with Sam in the line for the mind battles.
Yes, the mind battles. At this point, Aurea, you get to the front of the line where you still see this orc woman. She's kind of yawning, slightly unimpressed. You can tell she's been here for a while. And she just kind of looks over at you and Deodora and goes, so you're gonna be fighting?
Yes, we would like to participate in the pit fight.
All right.
Please.
There's two options you can choose from. There's the fisticuffs this way, or there is, truthfully, the name is ridiculous. You just gotta try and push them out of the ring. And she gestures down to where the gnome and the Urchinasi are fighting, and you can see the gnome is currently trying to push them past.
That's what they're doing.
Right. So you can either push them out of the ring and then they have to go back. You were able to advance, or if they push you back, then they get to advance. That's an option, or it's the regular fisticuffs, non-lethal, because we're not trying to have any murders up in here, because we don't like Crownsguard in here. So
I have a question.
Sure.
Is this the same orc woman that I had the axe throwing contest with?
She looks
No?
very
Okay.
similar, but no.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you, Aurea, but I think I would prefer just
I think
hand
for
to
the hit
hand.
things. Yes, I'm not as. I think pushing somebody would be far more difficult than just punching them.
Yeah.
We would like to punch people, please.
Okay, punching it is. You can only use fists. In this space specifically, we're not really using magic. If you want to use magic, you can go upstairs. That's where they're using it. Yeah.
What if it just happens sometimes?
If it is unique to who you are, then it's not, like, and this is gonna sound bad, it's not magic, it's just who
Okay,
you are,
good.
so it's fine.
Sometimes I can't control it. It just happens to me.
That's
when I
fine.
punch things.
That's what my partner, they rage
Okay.
out, and it's just who they are, and yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. All right, you're gonna be, looks like fighting, because listen, we want to be fair, but we're also gonna let you know who you're gonna be fighting in case you want to back out or whatever. So you're gonna be fighting those two individuals over there, and she kind of subtly gestures over into, you see further down in this kind of lively place, you see that there are two individuals. One appears to be kind of wearing a mask, and is wearing a white button-down shirt. Clearly has been running around or was fighting earlier in the day. Along with their partner is what would appear to be some kind of Goliath is standing next to them, and they're just kind of commenting on the battle and kind of. Every now and then you see the mask lifting up so they can take a drink and then putting it back down.
It's Dimples and then Mike Myers. Sorry. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yes! This is what I've been waiting for my entire life!
So yeah, you're gonna be going up against them. Again, we got clerics, we got all that on hand, so it's non-lethal, but it's for fun. The current prize, if you get past the first round, you get about 10 gold. If you pass beyond the second round, you get another 20 gold. And then the pocket, if you win, you got to come back a couple nights. But you can earn up to about 200 gold. So it is a pretty good thing. There's obviously betting and stuff that can happen too. So, but your battle should be starting in about the next 10 minutes.
Is armor okay?
We would prefer not to have armor, just because, it kind of hurts when you're fighting with your fists. So, something to kind of think about, but, it's up to you what you want to do. Just if anything, and she kind of leans a little closer, just don't let the refs catch it, you know? But that's up to you. You didn't hear that from me.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck. And she kind of nods at the both of you as you head out.
So I'm just gonna say right now, Deodora, not great without armor on. Armor class wise.
That's fine.
Unarmored AC is 17.
Yeah, unarmored, I'm 11. So.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
We just put a tarp over the armor. Well, it's not that big.
Is there a bathroom? I just put
There are
my armor
bathrooms and
underneath my
stuff,
dress. Or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck I'm wearing.
we hide that shit.
Blackstone, what are you doing during this time?
Blackstone is just kind of watching everybody go to do their things and having a strong moment of pondering. He doesn't quite do fisticuffs, and he's not a wizard either, because that's not what his model is built for. So this is one of those, I think for now, I will just try to blend in and watch the festivities, and or see if something interesting happens that catches my attention that is more perhaps based in dexterity or something like this.
Sure.
And so that's what he does. He tries to find a nice place to sneak in where he's not, where he's not I guess drawing attention to himself.
You do find a spot where you can nicely kind of watch both the battles that are happening above as well as below. And it's kind of tucked away.
I also drank whatever this thing is that Cal gave me because I don't know what it's for. I got the purple one.
You have the purple one? Okay. Why don't you roll a D100 for me?
Oh no. $21.
Okay. So you take a sip of this drink and tastes really good. Tastes like fruits, like autumn, almost like a cider, with a little bit of cinnamon in it. You feel a tingling starting at your fingertips and slowly moving up your arms. Are you wearing your mask?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we're out in public and we cannot
Sure.
proceed without that.
Well, it's great because your stone has turned bright pink. That's gonna last for the next hour. It doesn't last long. But anyone around him sees that there's this very subtle, pink kind of light that's coming out from around the mask compared with the blue.
Blackstone, are you blushing? I didn't know you could do that.
well, hell. But yeah, you're able to kind of just relax and blend in. There are some stuff if you didn't want to get into the fight stuff. There's things you can do. They have at this bar, they do have a place you can throw darts. They also have what appears to be pages with kind of drawings on them, and people are kind of, if they need a moment, taking some different colored leaves, and it appears that in our world, they're coloring on coloring sheets, but they're kind of coloring on bits of paper, just kind of still tucked away, but still being a part of it at the same time, when you just need that moment to kind of decompress a little bit. But yeah, you are able to do that. Very easily able to do that. We'll jump over to Cal as you are ascending the stairs and now kind of walking along this beam. It's not a very wide beam. It's tested there to kind of just, hey, perhaps keep the line down for the magic fights.
Right.
Because most of the attention is going towards downstairs. But you do see, following this beam, there's kind of the cross section, and that's where you can see that there is a small little stand where it appears You see that there is a gnome that's kind of sitting on a number of books, and just kind of every now and then turning to watch the fight, perhaps speaking to one of the judges and stuff about a call and stuff like that. Sam looks like he is next in line to fight. So he's just kind of like, at this point he is like double knotted, his like he's taken off his nice like robe and is now wearing more of a kind of a battle shirt, and just kind of like psyching himself up. As you can see that there are two, it looks to be some kind of druid, as well as some kind of sorcerer are in there kind of battling it out.
All right, so Cal kind of, excuse me, pardon me there. Oh, sorry, very small beam there. Just trying to get around you. And he will like kind of excuse and pardon his way past everyone to get up to Sam. And well, Sam, I went to get drinks for everyone, and I got this pink book for you.
Oh.
Not quite sure what it'll do, but I was told it would. I was told that maybe this would be good for a night of partying and doing whatever you are about to do. I mean, if you're about to
I'll drink
fight
that
and
after, because that's not good to have before. But thank you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, then.
That one will make me puke if I have it before.
Will it then? Oh, sorry.
No,
sorry,
it's okay.
I went on there.
This is your first time here. You've never been here. It's all good. I found that out the hard way. So that's all. I'm just passing on what little knowledge I have and stuff like that. But thank you. That's actually my favorite one. So that's
Oh,
really
good. Glad that it went with the recommendation then. But you're about to go fight in there then.
Yeah.
All right. So I suppose where's the best place to sit and watch and cheer you on then?
Well, you can go sit in one of the bubble seats, or bubble seats, and he kind of gestures to the side, where you can see the ceiling is above about another like 5 or 6, not 5 or 6, wow, 10 or 11 feet above you. But to the side, there are a number of these, it looks like bubbles, where individuals are just kind of sitting, and the bubble kind of wraps around them in case like any of the magic ricochets into the audience. They're protected by a bubble of force, to kind of keep them safe for a little bit, and then they can pop out. So those are kind of, think of like, you know, those lights around like show signs and stuff like that, how they can kind of bubble up like that. That's what it looks like.
Okay, then all right. Well, let's say I go over and sit in a bubble seat, cheer you on, and we'll drink to your victory when you're done. Then.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just be right there. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me through the bubble, but I'll be the one that.
Oh, we
sounds
can
like
hear you.
me.
Don't worry.
Okay. Never mind. I'll just be over here.
Okay. Have fun.
Oh, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
And so Cal will make his way over to sit in a bubble seat by himself with 2 book drinks just sitting next to him, and will just patiently wait for the fight to start with Sam in it.
Cal, you are also able to peer downwards. You're directly above where the fighting pit for below is. It's one of those spots where you have a really great seat from, you can peer down to, you can also see what's going on here.
Awesome. So how, from my vantage point, can I pick out where Aurea and Deodora are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I clock them. I know that Sam's up next over here. Do I see Blackstone anywhere?
Blackstone? Why don't you roll perception? See if you can find Blackstone
Just that.
in the crowd.
This die had to screw me over eventually, because that was 3. So
No, it's you know Blackstone is just one of those amazing individuals that when they want to be seen, they're seen, and when they don't want to be seen, they're not.
Of course,
but
I'm sure
you know
he's
that they're
somewhere-
still
I'm sure
nearby. It's just the question of where.
They're somewhere safe and not in trouble at all. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
Blackstone just appears in the bubble with you. All right. Why don't either April or Fair roll a d4, and Finn roll a d4 because we're going to see whose perspective we're shifting to.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay.
I don't have a D4 out, so.
Finn, I can't see, sorry.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Got a 4 there.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go and shift to... You wanted a lower score.
Haha!
So
Fair
we're
enough.
going to go
It's like
and
golf,
shift
I win.
towards Aurea and Diodora. At this point, the battle in the ring has pretty much wrapped. The Urchinasi was able to pull the win, kind of unsurprisingly, but you see the gnome and him are shaking hands afterwards. You still have a few minutes before your fight, so what are you doing in that time?
I think we're hiding Theodora's armor under her dress and like
Yeah.
using like because my clothes have a lot of wraps and like just loose fabric. I'm like tying off like your wrists so no one sees the armor poke through and like
Sure.
giving you a little extra padding around the neck so no one sees it if you get too close. And
Why don't you
I look like a
roll-
mummy.
yeah, we're
Why
trying
don't
to
you
do
roll
a
stealth or sleight of hand rather, to see how well you can kind of
With advantage, because I would be helping.
sure.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's
you
good.
also have inspiration, by the way, Fair.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
gonna
forget
roll
that.
first.
I know.
Wait, are we both rolling with advantage?
No, April, you are rolling with advantage because Diodora is
Okay.
helping you. But how this is gonna end up comes down to you. You are the deciding factor, April.
I rolled an 18,
Okay.
and my stealth is +8.
Okay, not bad. It looks,
26.
yeah, it looks pretty convincing. You think you got it covered.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
How would they know?
How would they know?
We'll never know.
Well done.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes, absolutely. I kind of wish I had my sword, but I guess it wouldn't matter. But I wish I could have used my sword.
Yeah, they said no weapons. I think they would be upset about the sword.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, I wish it was different circumstances where I could use my
Yes.
sword.
Well, I'm sure there will be plenty more of those circumstances, but your sword would be very useful if any of the things that anyone has said to us in the last 12 hours comes true.
Right. Let's not think about any of that right
Let's
now.
have fun. Let's win some money so we don't have to pay for our drinks.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I thought Cal was paying for our drinks.
I don't think Cal doesn't seem to be one with lots of money. And as I
No.
recall, when we looted those bodies earlier, I don't think we gave him any of the money that we found either. So we should probably win some
I gave
money.
my money to you.
And I gave it to no one. So I kept it all for us. So we should probably win money for at least our drinks.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I forgot you gave it all to me, and I have just not
Yep.
divvied anything out.
You've been hanging on to
Like,
all of it.
out of character, we divvied it up between, like, so it's on our character sheets, but, like, in character, you have, like, all the money.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All right. Time quickly moves as you are spending the majority of the 10 minutes trying to hide Theodora's armor to the best of your ability. When you hear louder than before. All right, and next up, we have our next participants. We have Diodora, Shadesun, and Doria. Make your way to the pit so we can start this battle.
Let's go.
Is my last name hard to say?
No, I don't know why they had a hard time saying it. It's just Shade Sun, right? It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen,
might have been very
it's been a
excited when
long day, and I've been doing
Oh,
this
we
for
didn't-
a while.
I was about to take blame that I could have written it funny. Or too quickly. So, we're coming!
Kind of glares over at you.
As we
Get
push
in the
to the
pit.
crowd. We're coming!
So the two of you enter the pit as you see the masked individual comes forward as well as with their Goliath friend. The masked one kind of just waves. The Goliath one nods, doesn't say a single word. You can see they both are this is not their first battle of the evening. So you can see that this is, you know, for sure. The orc woman steps forward. All right, again, listen, I know the two of you, and she's looking over at the Goliath and masked individual again. I know the two of you know it, but I gotta say it anyways. Again, reminder, we are not doing anything with armor. This is non-lethal. If you do end up getting lethal, you're gonna get the fuck out of my bar. So this is all for fun. Shake on it. And they nod and shake as well. All right. All right, everybody, we are about to get started with this next battle right here. Let's see if our current victors can hang on to their trail to glory, or if these rookies in here are going to be dethroning them. We'll see as this battle is about to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Roll initiative.
20.
Is that?
What was that, Oreo?
What'd you say?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
I have no idea why I'm so excited about Fight Club. This is
19.
like a
19?
This is a safe fight. I know we're gonna survive it. It's a fun fight.
Okay.
You say 19? Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
guess.
Twist his dick.
I'm gonna
Give him
Sonya
the old.
Fed?
I'm gonna
Give him
Sonya
the
Blade one of these.
old
All
dick
right.
twist.
I'm gonna Sonya Blade somebody, kill him with my thighs.
Masked individual
Mommy? No.
is gonna immediately move forward.
Are you Damn it. I'm so excited.
You rolled a
You can't beat a
23. There's
20.
nothing I can do.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Dirty son.
Masked individual is immediately going to step forward and is going to try to land 1-2 punch on Deodora. So,
Okay.
don't think that one hits. That's a 12 for the first one. You're able to just kind of parry it out of the way. The second one is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. As his punch kind of just connects right where your shoulder blade is, doing it's not doing much. Doing 4 points of damage for that second hit, and you just see him kind of just readying himself for you to come at it, but also shifting his eyes between you and Aurea. Aurea, you were up. Theodora, you're on deck.
Because we were sitting next to each other and he rushed us, as soon as he says it, I like kind of flank him so I don't leave his thing and punch the back of his head.
Go for it.
The first one is a 18.
18 just hits.
Okay, and I'll do the second one real quick and see if we get that one. That's a 19 plus 8, so that one will hit.
Both hits.
And those are my fists. I'm so glad we leveled. So, I love this game. I love this game right now. That's 2 5, so that's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Oof.
And then I'll use a key point to flurry of blows. So I can hit him 2 more times.
Okay.
Monk when they're told the
One more
rules
time.
are no
I
weapons.
will say this. You can tell as your fists are connecting with the first ones to the back of his head, you see that there is a flash of white as the Goliath, he's using Spirit Shield to take some of the damage away.
Okay.
So it's not as much.
Son of a bitch.
It's subtle. It's literally, you only see it because you're so focused on the back of his
Yeah.
neck.
Flurry. How many hits do I get? Why do I ask this every time? So that one does hit.
Yep.
And I'll do another one. That one does not hit. But that's another. That's another 9 points of damage.
Okay. The shield does not pop up. You can tell he took the full damage from that.
Okay. But then I have to do my thing. Hey, Jordan?
Yeah. Did you roll
I rolled a nat
Oh,
20
one.
on my vamp
Oh, nat 20.
for the first time ever.
Oh my god, what happens with a nat 20?
Wow, I have to actually look
Okay,
it up.
so
It's
Aurea
been a
starts
minute.
witch cackling.
I've never done it before!
I have to look at this. It's been a minute.
Oh my god.
Sorry, let me get my features.
I'm
I'll read it
excited.
for the class.
Yeah, it's been a
Let
minute.
me get the notes. Because I've never done this.
Yeah, this is brand spanking new.
When you use Flurry of Blows, you roll a d20. On 11 or higher, you shift into my extra dimensional part. On a 1 or 20, it resolves as normal, but I also get to roll on the wild magic table.
That's right. So go ahead and roll on
Potted
the
plant,
wild
potted plant,
table.
potted plant.
What a wonderful time! Don't use magic.
And
I might accidentally use magic,
Don't
and then
use
I do.
the normal wild magic table. I have
That's
like
true.
6 wild magic tables that I've created. So
But you kept potted plant on all of them.
62!
62. Oh,
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Everyone in the room
lightning.
dies.
Worth it.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Now,
Oh,
now,
no.
now Jordan's cackling.
Or sorry. Okay. Whew. Okay, so Aurea, you know, are doing your thing. Things are going great. You feel the usual BAMF thing that you're going to do to shift. Feels like you're gonna burp. And
We did take those shots right
you
before.
feel
We
this
did take those shots.
kind of carbonation happening. And as you're looking down at your hand, it's turning into slime. You turn into a blob for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes?
Yes, lasts for 5 minutes.
Oh my god. What are
You don't
blob?
see
What
this
are even
yet, 'cause
blob?
I'm in the BAMF! I'm in the BAMF for this!
So you're literally like just this blob. Just gonna there's also a trail of glitter that Deodora you see even though she's BAMFed. You can tell where Aurea is because there's just glitter. It's just outlining where Aurea is.
I just wanted to fight Club. You don't want this shit.
So, I'm alone right now.
Kinda, yeah.
And then when she comes back, it's just gonna be a blob.
Yeah.
What the fuck are even blob stats? Can blobs fight?
Blobs can still fight. She still will
Okay,
have her
great.
usual
I would
stats.
I'll just be-
She'll
okay,
actually
okay.
have a +1 to her dexterity.
Like she needs that.
Not that she needs it, but
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna add that
Great.
+1.
Awesome.
god damn it! Like of all the rolls that you could have gotten, like even the potted plant would have been better.
I'm crying. It's so stupid. I'm crying.
Oh my god. It's just Quish. Quish shows up.
Quish smash through the worlds. And for you don't know.
Aurea, is there anything
you'll
else
meet
you're
Quish
doing?
soon. Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Deodora, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to continue attacking at the masked guy, I guess.
Sure.
Oh, where did that go? 25 to hit?
25.
No, I'm sorry, that's 24. I know how to...
24
math.
does hit.
Okay. And then, another 24.
Okay.
So that's, 10 damage.
Okay.
What can I do with my bonus action? Would you let me use... Oh, this is still a melee attack. Can I do a trip? I would like to use a superiority die to make this a trip attack.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I also add this to the roll. So that's another 4 damage, and he has to give a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Or they, rather.
They rolled a 17.
Fuck. What? I'm going to knock one of your fuckers prone one day, Jordan. Just not today.
I'm rooting for you, but I'm not gonna give this to you. You
I
got a
know,
blob,
I'm just saying.
Okay.
This is my fucking vow to you.
Sure.
That
Oh, it's
one day
gonna happen.
And I think I'll save my bonus action for now.
Okay.
I'm not going to shift or anything until I feel like I need it.
Okay. All right. The Goliath is going to square up with you. You see he's gonna move slightly, so now he's kind of covering a little bit of the where the masked person is as well. You see the blood vessels starting to pulse as he is going to go into a rage. And he is going to go forward and punch. And that's going to be a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And he's going to do a second punch as well. It's going to be a 21.
That hits.
Okay. He's going to then flurry a... Actually, he's going to do a stunning strike.
Okay.
He's a monk barbarian. I would like to call in D&D court again. We have another case.
Illegal.
Illegal.
Okay, what's
Court is now in session and we are processing your case.
Thank you.
Dear God. Okay. Let me just roll damage
with Judge Blackstone presiding.
The damage from those first 2 hits is going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And let's see.
And then I need to make a con saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
What's my DC?
The DC for him is going to be a 16.
I got 16 exactly.
Oh, you are... As connects, can just feel yourself tensing up, but you're able to shake it off quickly enough.
Oria stunned me many times before.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So, yeah, you're able to just kind of shrug that off. No problem at all. That is it for the Goliath. It is now going to be the masked individual, who is also taking focus on Deodora, since you're the only one here. So
they can try to swing at me because I'm glitter now.
Yeah, but the masked figure was focused on Deodora from the get-go.
But you could still try. It's just a disadvantage. You should still try.
They're already focused on Deodora from the get-go.
Damn it. Okay.
It's fine.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That's gonna be 7 points of damage on that first hit. As he's just aiming for, like, you're trying to knock you to the side off of your feet slightly. So he goes right for your jaw. The second one is going right for your stomach, which I doubt hits with an 11. So he
Riposte.
Yep. Go for it.
Hold on, that was cocked.
Cut.
18 to hit.
18 does it.
That's 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I add my superiority die to that? I feel like I do. 1 second. Yep, I do.
Okay.
That's another 7 damage.
Okay. You hear this kind of air escaping as you're able to hit in response.
Yeah. He tries to gut punch me and I gut punch him right fucking back. Right in the kidney.
Yep. Takes that. No problem. All right. Oria, you're up. Deodora, you're on deck.
I show up 5 feet. I'm gonna show up in between the two, right behind the two of them.
Sure.
Oh.
Looks like Flubber has just entered the...
Oh my god. Well, yeah, what just happened, but, punch.
All right, go for it.
The main guy who I've been hitting. The first one is a natural one.
Nope.
I am made of jelly. It's hard to hit.
Haha.
Second one is a 17 plus 8, so that one would hit.
Yep.
So that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action stunning strike.
All right.
That's a 19 to hit.
That does hit. He has to make a con save, correct?
Yes.
You're gonna hate me. I rolled a nat 20.
I dislike you a lot, but I do not hate you.
I rolled a nat 20. I'm sorry.
And she's just gonna say, "Fall down!" Because I'm slime, so I don't have vocal cords. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Deodora, you are up.
Can I get like sort of just a layout of the? So it's like me, Oria, and I are flanking the masked dude, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then where's the Goliath?
The Goliath is basically it goes
Behind
Goliath, you, Mass Dude, Aurea. Y'all are kind of all in a line.
Okay. I want to stay where I am because I want Aurea to have flanking.
Sure.
So I will... Oh, I can stay where I am. I will use one attack to get Mask Guy and then my second attack on the Goliath.
Okay.
That's a 28 to hit, or a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's...
Actually, no, it is 28. Or 27, rather.
No, the 2
so
point
that's-
difference means you can't hit. No, you're fine.
I know, right? That's on Mask Guy.
Okay.
So that's 5 damage because my unarmed strike is 5.
All right.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was a fucking 2. All right, that one's better. That's a 19 to hit. The
19 does hit.
monk.
Yep.
That hits the monk.
Yep.
Okay, great. And that's another 5 damage
Okay.
to him. And for my bonus action, I think I am going to shift.
Go
so
for it.
you just I mean, it's not magic, so I just like kind of grow a little bit, and then my joints and bones crack.
It's who you are.
disgusting. But yeah, I get a little bit more bestial, and I get some. My armor class goes up by 1, and I get some temp HP.
Okay. All right.
Also,
Brilliant.
because I keep forgetting it, don't forget, Fair, we have +1 to our attacks.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I have been adding that. Yeah.
All right. The Goliath is now, seeing that there is now a slime has entered the arena. It's going to focus their rage and punches on it. Your AC, I should have set this to, has been increased by 2 because you are a slime. That is a natural 20.
Funny.
April. Look up
Yes,
that.
a natural 20 hits, even with a
Okay.
+2.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be 16 points of damage
Okay.
on that first hit. Second hit. That one is a 19.
Yes, that hits.
I'm
My
sorry.
AC is now 19.
That's gonna be another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
They are gonna use a key point to try to stun. They do not. They rolled a nat 1. So
Ah!
punches
Good.
forward. Your kind of slime body in that moment kind of splits to go around and then reforms as he kind of retracts his fists. Next up is the masked figure who is starting to sway slightly. You can see that there is a little bit of blood popping out from behind the mask. He is going to continue to go for Deodora. And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That misses.
All right.
And I'm going to riposte.
Do it.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. 'Cause I can never remember. Oh, okay, I do it to my damage. Okay. That's a nat 1.
No.
So I do not hit.
Nope. All right. He kind of just slams your hand out of the way for a moment. All right. He is going to hit again. That's cocked. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is going to be 13 points of damage.
Okay, that takes away all of my temp HP.
All right. He kind of readies himself again. Swaying still, you can tell that he doesn't have a lot of gas left in him. All right. Aurea, you are up. Deodora, you're on deck.
Punch to the guy.
Don't forget we're flanking, so we have a... Oh, I could have used advantage on that, because
Oh, we have advantage on attacks?
Because
Oh,
you were
man,
flanking.
didn't do it.
Okay,
probably hit him last time.
I re-rolled my reaction. That's a nat 20.
I will allow it, but yes.
I haven't gone yet.
Thank you.
So it's still their turn.
So that's 10 damage.
Okay. He's...
Oh, actually, 6 plus 14 more damage.
Okay.
For
He's
my
still up,
riposte.
but yes. All right.
Okay, first hit at them is a 19.
You're aiming for the Goliath. That hits.
The one I have been hitting, yeah.
Yes, the Goliath.
And then the second one.
No, I thought you were hitting the masked person.
No. Oria shifted to cover the Goliath.
Oh, okay.
No, I stayed on the same. I've been
Oh,
hitting
you
the same
did?
person the
Oh,
entire
Oh, I
time.
thought you were going...
No, I never changed my target.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I got confused then. I apologize.
So would they still be up then?
They
Because
would
of
still
my
be up.
last Time my damage from last turn.
They would be.
Okay. And then the second one is much higher. It's like 20 something.
That hits.
Okay, so
Yeah, because I just
plus
switched
5.
it over.
So
I'm like, okay.
I also don't think I've been doing this. It's 6, 10, 20.
20 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. They
They're
still
down.
up?
They had exactly
Okay.
20 left.
Turning around, flurry of blows on the next person.
All right.
Are we flanking this person as well
You
then?
are. Yes.
Okay. 22, 23.
23 hits.
First one. 6. 15 for the second one.
15 misses. We're able
Okay.
to just
So
shift you out of the way.
9 points of damage, and then I bamf out.
All right. Goliath is still standing there. Doesn't appear to be bloodied. It's just taking the hits. As you see, the masked figure is slumped on the ground. Not unconscious, but just like done, out of energy. All right. So
He's unconscious, dude. Don't try to.
Can I only use 1 key point a turn?
No.
No, you should be able to use more than one.
Because you're doing a key point to do flurry of blows and a key point to do stunning. You get as many
Okay,
as
then
long as you have key
I want
points,
to
you can use them.
I want to stunning strike them as well.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll
Yeah.
use the second one to try to stunning strike them this turn. 9, 10, 11, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
8 points of damage, and then a DC 13 save.
2.
They are
Even with
stunned!
the con save, it takes it up to like 8. It's not a lot. So, yeah, they are stunned.
We get double advantage now. No, I'm kidding.
We just hit.
As they, you can almost see the cement forming as they are unable to move. All right.
And
Theodora,
that is my turn.
you're up.
That's gonna be a 20 math 23 to hit,
That hits.
and another nat 20.
Illegal, as you would
Non-lethal.
say.
This is non-lethal.
So that's just on my unarmed strike. That's 15 damage total.
How do you want to do this?
I just
knocking him out.
You know what? I punch him in the dick. He's a Goliath. He's real tall. I can't reach that far.
In the dick.
Pop,
Sure.
pop. I take
Hey.
a page out of Oria's
You
page.
see
Just
this-
like starts like doing my own flurry of blows, but to his balls.
Goliath, who had just kind of frozen into place, all of a sudden, you can practically hear like the Taco Bell bell as that is hitting and just knocking him down.
Fourth meal.
As
Court is now adjourned.
as the two of you, there's a silence that falls onto the crowd before everybody starts cheering as Theodora and Oria have been claimed the winner.
It's actually Gloria right now.
Gloria.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're just moving around. Yeah, immediately the orc woman comes over, and raises the both of your hands up in victory. The crowd is screaming. You can hear Sam up above go, "Fuck yeah, Diodora, Doria!"
Wow, your voice got so high that your mic did not pick up on it.
Right? No, we didn't hear that at all.
Okay, well, he said, "Fuck yeah, Diodora, Doria!" Like he was cheering really, really high.
I also I yell when the crowd yells just to like be a part of that thing and all that stuff.
Oh, Blackstone. As the two of you win, after a few minutes, the Goliath kind of collects himself and gets up and shakes your hand, nodding. The masked individual stumbles to their feet, and goes to shake both of your hands as well.
It's gooey now.
God, I make sure to shake
April.
their hands before Oria gets to them.
I like that you said
Squish.
April as if like my hands are normally sticky.
I mean, I don't know. They might be.
Well, you hear the masked figure speaking behind. I think it's tradition that whoever loses has to buy the winner's drinks. So, yep, we'll get that squared away. But we should probably get off the field so the next battle can get started.
Yeah.
It was a good fight.
You two were incredible out there.
Thank you. I'm like wiping blood off from the corner of my mouth.
Do you follow both of them off of the field back towards the bar?
Yeah, they're gonna buy
Yeah.
drinks.
Free drinks?
Oh, yeah.
For drinks. As you all have to go upstairs to get more of the drinks and stuff like that, you can see the Goliath is kind of seems to be paying a bit more attention to the masked figure and trying to, help clean up some of the blood and doing all that. For a moment, it gets a little quiet as the crowd is starting to focus on the rest of the group, and you see the Goliath kind of steps so that way the rest of the bar is kind of out of view as the masked man kind of lifts his mask up saying, "Well, Diodora, should have known you would have kicked my ass," and it's Gregory Tynell.
I knew it. Like,
Should have known.
You punch harder than I remember.
Yeah, you're nice armor.
Well, I think she just winks at him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on.
You see he lifts up his.
Yeah.
It's not his usual armor. It literally just looks like pads of wood and stuff that's been kind of put together very last minute. Well done.
Same to you.
Oria, Diodora, this
fucking
is
blob. Sorry, I'm not gonna...
interesting. I haven't seen that happen before.
This hasn't happened before. Sometimes when I go into the other place, things happen, and this time this happened. Blah, 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 blah.
I put the wild in Feywild.
No, one time she did come back as a potted plant, so this is at least she could speak this time.
That's definitely interesting. It keeps life in
Oria
it.
grabs a cup off the table and sees if it will float inside of her weird body now.
Oh my
just floating.
god. You are just turning into Quish. You are just...
This is one of my Crown's Guard buddies as well, from Allegris, but he didn't train or anything until after you left Diodora. But this is Reginald.
I thought Crown's Guard weren't supposed to be here.
We're not.
I look at Oria like, shut the fuck up.
You do hear like a couple people are like, Crown's Guard? Like as soon as
Not here, outside.
oh, okay. And they kind of go back to their, yeah, we're not supposed to be here, but
But you're here for the fights. Because they're fun.
yes.
I respect that.
And, keep an eye on things too. I respect that, they don't necessarily want Crown's Guard in here, but good to just make sure it doesn't get too out of hand, especially with a bunch of students and stuff milling about. So
I feel like the keeper, the owner, has it handled. I wouldn't want to cross her.
Oh, Urena? Yeah, she's got it covered. Pretty standard. Yeah, you don't want to mess with her at all. Sid, I hate you. Sin.
I'm not going to say that out loud because this is a family-friendly stream.
No, it's not. What the fuck?
There, I have to add my own there.
There we go. There we go. Dear goodness. Yeah, Urena's had this bar for a couple of years, so she can keep stock of it pretty well. And you see at this point he's motioning. He like goes to turn, and where you punched him, Aurea, he's a little sore, and he just goes, Reginald, give me my gold, please. And Reginald's gives him the bag from his side. Yeah, that's gonna be sore tomorrow. All right, well, whatever. Give us the best drinks. It's on us. Have fun with that. In terms of like price, he's basically saying there's no limit for it. So
yes, Cal, you're off the hook.
One of your fanciest drinks, please.
But bottom shelf, we're not that fancy.
Middle shelf, someone else.
Middle shelf. You see, literally, one of the bartenders goes to the as you're saying this, goes from the bottom to the top to the middle shelf.
Gregory's like, get the top shelf.
Sure. Yeah. Couple minutes later, they do come with your drinks, which are in kind of margarita glasses. And you do see that there are these little fireworks that are sparking off on the side. Just rainbow of color. You can see that there's an orange kind of floating around in it. Tastes delightful. You can definitely tell there's some very good liquor in it. So, yeah, it's pretty good. They call it the Tropical Fancy. And Aurea, you are able to see on a menu, it usually goes for about 75 gold.
Woo! We can't afford to be in this place any longer. We gotta go.
Well, we're drinking for free.
It's drinking
we
for
gotta
free.
stay.
Somebody's got deep pockets.
Oh.
Yep. Anyways, so
The
Gregory,
1%ers Club.
I guess you've been having fun time at the festival and stuff. Nothing too ridiculous.
Oh, I take like a deep drink.
Okay.
It's been interesting. I'm sure you heard about the incident at the library.
We're not talking about work here, but yes.
It wasn't really work for me.
It's work for me, so.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just
Like,
careful.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Truthfully, if anything, it was a test of their defensive measures, but in my opinion, this is strictly off the record. I don't think you necessarily did anything wrong. Pity-weather is one of those old types, but I would just be careful who you cross.
All I did was try to help, so I don't really see why I would be on her shit list. And frankly...
And I can understand that. I think it's more of by proxy of just that kind of situation. It's just a whole mess. I don't want to think about this. Truthfully, that's going to be business for me tomorrow morning to deal with. But no, just be careful. That's all I'll say.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, have you been enjoying the festival besides that?
Yeah. Yeah. Usual vagabonds being a little troublesome, but nothing that we can't handle. biding my time and trying to plan out the trip before I head back to Allegris and figure out what the next steps are. So I'm busy, and at this point he's looking over at Aurea as you're talking because Aurea's slowly morphing back into.
I like don't
Only
even-
half of me is a goo right now.
Yeah.
I'm like nothing. Like I'm so used to like these kind of fucking shenanigans of Aurea that I'm not even paying attention.
Meanwhile, Eugene
back,
is
I'm
just
just
one
like-
of those like cats that's just following the as you're kind of wiggling around.
Who's Eugene?
Or
Is
I'm
there-
sorry, Reginald. His middle name is Eugene. Sorry, Reginald.
Okay, can we time out? I love that you gave him a middle name.
Everybody has middle names. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna lean over to Deodora. I don't know where the cup went.
You burp for a second and it pops out.
Maybe let's not put things inside ourselves when we're goo.
Noted. I should put it on the table next to us.
And get out.
Turn around.
Sorry, I got very distracted by Finn.
Finn's expressions are fucking hilarious.
You're having a very
Fair, when it comes to
serious-
when it comes to innuendos and dirty jokes, you lobbed that one. That was a softball.
I did a granny shot with that one for sure.
Remember, children, don't put things inside us when we're goo. Just that might just be a party rule.
Anyways, sure. As God damn it, Gregory just kind of looks over. Well, I won't keep you, because truthfully, we gotta duck out anyways. Just wanted to come for a couple of the fights. Not lying, got excited when I found I was gonna be paired up with you, but much better with the blade than I am with my fists.
I do prefer the blade.
A little better. And
Yeah.
the armor does help. You came a little bit better prepared. Yeah. Okay. Well, just stay out of trouble and enjoy the Jester's Lament and
I'm always gonna laugh that I fucking made it the Jester's Lament because I just couldn't remember the goddamn name.
We'll kind of give a nod to you and kind of
Yeah.
watching Aurea slowly coming back to amongst selves.
It was wonderful
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you around before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
Or we
I'll,
leave.
I'll be here for another day or two and then heading out. So, stay out of trouble.
I'll do my best.
That's all you can do. And he'll nod and step away with Reginald as they slowly make their way out of the bar. He quickly masks himself again before entering into the fray. And we will shift over to Finn.
Well,
You've seen this battle happening as Sam is getting ready.
Cal is more or less just like kind of sipping his book mead and cringing at all of the brutality that Goliath went down with.
Sure.
But very much getting ready for Sam to cheer on Sam when Sam goes up. So that's pretty much all Cal's doing is watching and waiting at the moment.
All right. Blackstone, what are you up to now that the battle of Aurea and Deodora versus the master figure and the Goliath has ended? What are you doing?
Well, I was going to follow them over to wherever they made their way to at the bar.
Sure.
So I don't know if I would have caught them at the time they were talking, shortly after they were talking, or any of that.
I would
have
say
no
you're
idea.
coming in just as they're stepping away.
Okay.
As Blackstone has made their way over to Deodora and Aurea.
Blackstone.
Well, that seemed delightful. Congratulations.
Thanks. Very proud of myself.
Did you have fun watching?
I did. It was very interesting. Some very, very practical, if unorthodox methods of combat.
All that matters is we won. Should we go collect our money? Do we need to go collect our money from someone?
Oh. I think so. Maybe Irina? Is that what you called her?
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure.
Yep, Irina.
She probably has it, right?
Maybe. We could go check. Blackstone, what have you been up to? Did you find
Well,
anything to do?
Not sure that I've seen things that I would be good at, so I don't know. I'm not as proficient at violence as you two, but I'm also not as uniquely talented at magic as Cal would be.
You know, sometimes with these things, like, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. Sometimes it's fun to just relax.
That is also true.
Well, I am having fun watching all of you do the varying things that you do. It is interesting. I don't know if pride is the word, as I am not doing anything, but it is enjoyable to see you do all of these different things.
You feel proud of your friends. Even in pride for your friends, even though you're not doing anything. It just means that you're looking out for us and you want us to succeed.
Oh, well, in that case, I am very proud of both of you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh, also, I think some of these beverages that they serve here have impacts on my physical form and some of my programming, but I would like another one all the same.
Oh, how so?
Yeah.
You both see that there is a very slight kind of
Okay, I
light
forgot what you
emitting from underneath Blackstone's mask. Hot highlighter pink in coloring.
Ooh, interesting. We should get you another one and see if it does something else, or if it changes that. What color drink did that to you?
Well, it was purple, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so purple drink turns you pink. So we need a different drink. To the bar! Oh, we're at the
Oh,
bar.
you're right there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we just have a tab open now.
Yeah.
That's paid for, so we don't have to do anything but order drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Another!
All right. You see these same, an Air Genasi gentleman comes over. All right. Is there something specific you would like?
And I, turn to Blackstone. What kind of thing? What flavors? What style? What embellishments?
Oh, I don't know what my options are, so I look at the bartender and just say, what is the most interesting thing that you have on the menu?
I mean, there is the house drink, which is the Jester's Lament. It's pretty pricey, but it is probably the most interesting drink. We don't get too many of them.
Oh, okay. Let's have one of those.
Okay.
Oh,
The drink at the Jester's Lament should be the Jester's trick.
There you go.
you know something?
The
Also,
trick is it's just water.
It's just
Also,
water.
if you don't,
It's holy water.
if you don't mind my asking, has I suppose, Cal is like a certain tone of blue, I think. Has a Dragonborn been here? Wizardly, looks like they read a lot.
Yeah.
Might not
we have
necessarily be.
I just staff,
I just
actually.
Is
point
that
over
one in
at-
the bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just across, because we're up top, so they're basically on the opposite
Wave
side.
to Cal in the bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, we have his staff because they have a tab open.
That is one of our friends. Can we add whatever he purchased to the tab that we're currently on?
Sure. What's the tab name, just so
Who
I
is
know
it?
to put it under?
The Masked Fighter. I don't know what name he would have given to the
Got it.
That dude in the mask.
the guy. You
guy.
you literally just saw me with him. Like, what?
I don't think he
Right,
offered us a tab though. I think he offered.
I thought
us
he was
a
just
drink.
paying for your drinks, and that I didn't know he opened a tab. If you open a tab, it
Listen,
would open a tab.
okay, I as a player heard tab and understood it as a tab. So if that's not what happened, then that's me as a player misinterpreting.
No, it's all good. We're gonna go with it because I like it for comedy reasons. So it's fine. Sure.
Well, then if he was just gonna buy us drinks, then could I have a justice trick?
Sure, we can definitely do that.
I hand it to Blackstone.
Now I as a player feel like I need to shunt this tab on somebody else.
We're just going to keep switching tabs on other strangers until we don't have
so
to pay
many tabs
anything.
open.
No,
Well,
other
Theodore.
people have so many tabs open. We're just
We're
just
on,
taking advantage of them.
We're on
Theodora,
Blorg's tab. Blorg,
if
is
worse
there
comes
Blorg?
to worse, I am very good at hunting things from people. If that becomes a necessity for our survival in this situation,
You hunt people?
well,
I'm sorry,
only
what? You hear the bartender?
Nothing.
like all of these are. This isn't. It's in my inside
I know,
voice.
no, it's
but
Aurea.
Everything
Aurea
is in
always
Aurea's
emits.
outside voice.
It's literally always Aurea emits, and I remember that every single time. So
One day she will stop, but
One
today
day.
is not the day.
it's not you, Blackstone. It's Aurea.
I've also I
Okay.
think Aurea's now on like drink 4, so she's probably drunk. Do we need to make con saves? We've had 4
Not
drinks.
yet. No.
Okay.
But I do not hunt people, but I am very good at hunting for things.
Oh. Yes. We can do that too.
This is a one-sided comment, so
Yeah.
I'm just standing there like, what?
The bartender's looking confused while
Oh,
he's pouring
I'm
your
like
drinks.
these communications are also coming to Theodora with the subtle implication that like, do y'all need me to steal something? Because I can steal stuff.
Let's get our drinks and then get in the bubble, and then maybe we could talk it out.
Yeah, we should go cheer Sam on.
Affirmative.
So we
Okay.
get a round of drinks for everyone.
Sure.
And go hang out with Cal in the bubble.
Is everyone getting a Jester's trick? Since that's what we're gonna actually name it as now.
No, I think I'll just take I'll just take a sip of Oreos.
Okay.
100 gold, even though I'm not paying for it, that's too rich for
That's
my
a
blood
lot.
still. That's a lot of money. I think
Not my
Theodora,
money.
and also, Theodora kind of just wants to like, all these fruity drinks are great, but she's a simple bitch. So
Sure.
she's like, I'll just go with like a nice meat. or something.
And you're able to get a simple mead, seriously.
Let me just get a pumpkin spice latte, but with Bailey's.
She's not that simple.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
I
wait,
said
hold on,
sim-
hold on. That
I said
sounds
simple. I didn't say
delicious, though.
basic.
Yeah.
I didn't say
It's
basic.
different.
Okay.
Okay. For
Also, Theodora, look at her skin. She ain't getting no pumpkin spice latte.
you're able to get a more regular mead ale that you can get at some of the other bars that you've had, Theodora. You don't have to go for the fruity kind of drinks too. They do have regular. For those getting the Jester's trick, it comes in this mug that is wooden carved on the outside of it, and it seems to be telling some kind of story about a jester. But the actual drink itself is massive. Or it takes 2 hands. Holy, yeah. You got like the movie theater drink.
You got like a big tub. It's a popcorn tub.
It's a
full of
popcorn
booze.
tub, yeah.
I'm so glad that I said I don't get one of my own.
She just sticks her head in it.
Just
Um,
get a long straw, just stick it in.
Go ahead and roll a con save for me, please, Aurea, as you take a sip.
Oh, I'm also taking a little sip out of
Go
it.
ahead and roll a con
Did you just
save.
nat one? Did you just get a nat one? Oh my god.
Did you say roll a con save?
Mm-hmm.
Con save. Okay.
Oh no, and y'all are, oh god.
That's a 25.
Okay, Theodora, not a problem.
I rolled.
You're
on a
fine. You've handled worse.
Should I use it? No, you know, I want this to happen. I rolled that
Blackstone,
one.
what did you get?
I got a 14.
Okay. Blackstone, you feel a sensation you have not experienced before. The back of your throat gets really, really saliva. You kind of feel like something might be coming out of you, but you're able to just kind of relax. Aurea, so you are diving in the drinks. Thanks, great. Oh, you just fought. And you've had a couple drinks already. As you just eat.
I'm going to find the fairy's room. And she just like flies crookedly off looking for a restroom.
Okay, and I imagine you all were walking towards the bubbles. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's happening, and down below in the fighter pit, you hear, ew! It's like it's kind of coming down. Yes.
I have a very serious question.
Yes.
Is the drink okay?
The drink is fine. The drink is
okay. I will leave the drink with you as I fly off.
Yeah, I'll take the drink.
As the rest of you make your way over to where Cal is sitting. At this point, Sam is already kind of in place. Looks like he's getting ready to fight. It appears to be a some kind of half elf, half fire genasi. It's kind of nice, beautiful mix. A woman who's kind of squaring off against him as the shield kind of collects around them both. As Cal, your friends have arrived back. Aurea looking a bit sickly.
Oh, that fight go harder on you than you thought then.
Don't get the Jester's trick. As she like plops down on a chair and is using one of her like wings to cast druid craft, and she's blowing like a nice cool breeze.
Okay, I have a question. Is the Jester's drink like a drink or a shot?
No, it's a full drink.
It's a giant.
It
It's
was
like
a bucket. It was a bucket.
huge.
Yeah, it's a bucket.
Oh, okay.
It comes in a
So,
bucket.
and we haven't drank it all, right?
No. If you
Oh.
had, I'd be making you roll more.
Oh, I was just kind of like, I have one of the buckets, and I'm like, well, if you would like my opinion on that, it isn't like necessarily terrible or anything like that, but I think it might have been a bit much for Aurea here.
Actually tastes really good.
Cal reaches over and like sees that they're actually does Aurea look like she took any actual damage in that fight?
Yes,
Maybe a
I
little
took a
bit.
lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I didn't know how much was visible for
12
Cal.
12 out of 36, so I'd be visibly
Alright,
injured.
so Cal just kind of like leans over and do you mind, dear? And as he like holds his hand up like he's going to touch her shoulder.
She high fives you.
Oh,
Just
right.
heal that way. Heal with a high five.
Kinesaic, like as she does it, and like there you go, cure wounds.
There
You get
go.
a cure wounds on that. So
You know-
Cal actually does have one free use of that a day. So
If not for my temp HP, I would be pretty much right where Aurea is right now.
and
that's 10
Aurea
HP.
takes 10 HP on that.
Thank you.
Oh, we've been in 2 fights today.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know why it rolled on
The same
virtual as
day.
well.
Yes, it is. As you all settle in, the barrier around Sam picks up a bit of energy, and you see he's kind of rolled up his button-down shirt, and you see he has on his, I'm trying to remember from the one shot because this was a hot minute ago, on his left hand there's a scar that is healed over. He's wearing a bracelet as well. April's face. There's a
Glad it healed well.
yeah, you know, it's healing. On his right, he has this amethyst kind of diamond that's almost looks like it's a glove on his hand, except it's actually, instead of the glove itself, there's a small bit of gold that kind of wraps around his middle finger, and so he's able to kind of cast through there. That Amphis is starting to pulse with a purple magic as he readies himself against this half-elf Genasi. And we will catch his fight next week.
No!
I know. I'm watching time. We've got about 5 minutes left. I want to keep going, but I don't want to.
You know what? You also don't want to sit here and fight yourself.
Nah, it's just like, truthfully, like, I think it's good for next week. We got a lot of
Right.
stuff covered, which was good.
Sure
This was a fun episode, y'all. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you all did too, as the group kind of reflected and kind of hopefully starting to think about what their next moves are going to be. A lot of information delved, some things to see. So we'll be back here next week with episode 13. Hey, which is very exciting. Anything you all want to shout out before we head out of here?
A Tale of Two Lions
Yeah.
on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern with a Norian.
Go watch it. I mod on the channel. It's so incredible to watch. The cast is phenomenal. Norian is doing an incredible job. The cast is amazing. Seriously, go check it out. So yeah, that's where we're at. And we're gonna head out of here now. We're gonna head over to Take This because they are doing a panel, it looks like. Let me see. They are doing a discussion if Twitch loads. Twitch is not loading, it's fine. You know what? We'll just head over there, and they're doing a Take This Identity and Gaming panel series with Indigenous gaming and mental health. So we'll head over there. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the Vale. Bye, everybody.